If you live till 90 years old, 30 years of that will be spent doing this one thing. Well done if you've guessed it. That one thing is sleep. 30 years of your life, if you live till 90, will be spent comatose, passed out, catching the Z's. Now to me, straight away, that I just think, how important is that? 30 years out of 90 is spent asleep. So is that biological, physiological processes, what is going on while we're asleep? If it's that important, it's a non-negotiable. And trust me, if I didn't prioritize my sleep, I wouldn't be out at this time, this beautiful sunrise, sort of this time of year, making this video for you. So see sleep as resetting all your hormones, all your system, that cellular clean out. Imagine someone's gone into your house while you're on holiday and just cleaned everything out, and imagine how fresh and great you feel. And you know how it is when you've had that deep sleep and you wake up refreshed like a new person. Well, I think it's a huge rock in the jar for improving your health, how you feel, your mental well-being, everything under the sun. And it makes a lot of sense really, because how horrible and grumpy and weird do you feel when you haven't had enough sleep? Or that jet lag feeling. It's like your body is just telling us, get to sleep. Straight away for me, with this epidemic of mental health issues, that just says to me, massive rock in the jar, sort your sleep out. If you haven't sorted your sleep out and you're whining about not feeling great, then you've only yourself to blame. And obviously, along with still drinking, eating crap, smoking, vaping, if you're doing all that and you're posting on Facebook you've got mental health problems, stop all that for a month, then see if you feel bad and see if you're bothered about posting on Facebook about it anymore. It won't happen. But as we know, it's easier said than done. But to help you, here's 5 tips on how to optimize your sleep and feel the best version of yourself. 1, sleep in a cool room. 2, make sure that cool room is dark as possible. Get blackout blinds if you need, depending on the time of year. Number 3, have a low carbohydrate meal 2 to 3 hours before bed, as the insulin spike from the high carbs can block our sleep hormone, which is melatonin. Number 4, and it's probably one of the biggest ones, get into a routine. Obviously, if you're just used to going to bed after midnight and I say go to bed at 9 o'clock tomorrow to set that sleep-wake cycle, that circadian rhythm, you're going to be laid there twiddling your thumbs for a bit. But you've got to stick it out. Do it for a week or 2, and before you know it, you will reset the system and be into a routine. But you've got to do big things like not watching Netflix for hours before bed. And it is easier said than done. We've got bright lights in his face, like I've got my phone in my face now. Okay, so it is hard. We've got all these stimulatory things going on, and that leads me on to point number 5. Try get a schedule with it. As I said, go to bed at a certain time. You will start to fall asleep. You will train your body that the bed is only probably for 1 or 2 things, as you know, sleep being one of them. Don't have your TV on in bed. Put your phone on the floor, turn it over, put it in a different room on aeroplane mode, whatever it may be. No bright lights in your eyes. Read a book, talk to your partner, and then set an alarm. To say you go to bed at 9, set your alarm for like 5 so you can get in your 8 hours of sleep. And yeah, it might go off and you might think, oh my God, it took me till 11, 12 to even nod off properly. But you will get into a rhythm. Force yourself to get up, do something silly, jump in a cold shower, that's what I do, or go for a walk, and it will set that pattern. You'll be waking up before your alarm, like a young spring chicken ready to go. To me, it should be a massive obvious one, but we're in this epidemic of this drug addiction. And no, I don't mean alcohol, I don't mean smack, I don't mean nicotine. That won't help either. So if you're any sort of stimulant, so you can see where I'm going, if you're vaping and stuff, your brain's wired to this super physiological levels of stimulants in your body. How are you getting to a nice deep sleep? You're not going to feel great in the morning. And how many people wake up, look at their alarm, they've slept for 8-9 hours, and then they need a nap? Shouldn't you feel the most awake you've ever been? It's a tough one, but it's absolutely a great one, and it works fantastically. I've tried it. Cut out caffeine, trust me. Get through the withdrawals, just go cold turkey. It's not smack, you don't need to go to rehab for it. 1 or 2 weeks, you'll be fine. You might get a bit of a headache, ride it out. The half-life of caffeine is about 6 to 8 hours. That means if you have like 200 milligrams of caffeine, like a pre-workout, 6 o'clock at night, okay, 6 to 8 hours later, half of that 100 milligram is still in your system, keeping you wired. Try those 5, let me know how you get on. It's not easy, but trust me, it's worth it. Like I said, I wouldn't be out at this silly time catching a beautiful sunrise, almost, if I didn't prioritize my sleep. And you soon know, if you get into a good routine with your sleep and then something out of your control knocks it out of rhythm, you feel hungover. So you soon know how valuable it is. And it sounds like a really, oh, just sleep. It's like we take it for granted. Okay, yeah, we take stimulants to stop our sleep. Listen to your body, let it rest and recover, and you feel like a new man or a new woman the next day. Robert Alter Bodies signing out. Cheers.